Hi Zeldas, Snappers here. So for this video, I want to talk about Displaced Phantom. So let's get right into it. To execute Displaced Phantom, you want to use the momentum from Zelda's Foxtrot to move her behind the Phantom. Okay, so the Displaced Phantom uses the RAR mechanic, which is short for Reverse Aerial Rush, at any point in your Foxtrot. So I'm going to use freeze frame now. If you input the opposite direction that you are running and jump at the same time, you will immediately turn around. So this frame shows Zelda turned around in her jump squat, and your jump squat has 3 frames. And if you just let that carry along, you can see that Zelda's jump squat is actually moving in the direction that she was running. And even without holding any directional input, if you just allow her to drift, you can see that her jump also has that momentum from her Foxtrot, right? So if you're just practicing that technique, you'll know that you're doing it correctly, because you can see that boost in Zelda's momentum when you do it just fast enough. Okay, so the first step is to Foxtrot, and then as long as you're within the 16 frames of a Foxtrot, if you press down and away, a diagonal down and away input, and jump at the same time, you'll get that turnaround animation. And from that point on, you have 3 frames to input down B. So since you're already holding diagonal down forward, you have your down input taken care of. So you can just make sure to let go of jump and press the B button. As long as you've pressed B within those 3 frames of your jump squat, Zelda should appear behind her Phantom. Okay, so as soon as you've gotten that down from standing still, you want to start practicing how to execute Displaced Phantom during your movement. So you have 16 frames during your Foxtrot to execute Displaced Phantom. But as soon as those 16 frames of Foxtrot are over, you enter your running animation. And during your running animation, it's actually not possible to RAR using a diagonal down forward input. So to execute RAR Phantom from your run, you want to take advantage of pivot canceling. So if you're already familiar with using pivot canceling in footsies, you know that it carries some of your momentum if you cancel it into a move. So as you can see, if you cancel your pivot animation into a jump, it carries your momentum into your jump. And you can see that if I cancel my pivot into a jump, my jump squat frames move with the momentum of the pivot. And we can take advantage of that to displace Phantom. So here I am canceling my pivot animation, jumping and pressing diagonal down forward at the same time, and then pressing B. Make sure I'm making sure to let go of jump. If you hold jump, you do a full hop and you actually carry your Phantom with you in the air, and that's good if you want to do that, but if you want to get behind Phantom, then you have to let go of jump. So you can displace Phantom by canceling your pivot animation. And that's good for like edge guarding situations when you can do Displaced Phantom at this point, but it's not always optimal spacing. I find that sometimes you might want to be a little bit farther away from the ledge when you execute Phantom, and usually the best way to do that is to run. So at this point around here, you want to start using the pivot cancel. But if you want to end up closer to the ledge, then the normal Displaced Phantom from standing still works. So just like doing Displaced Phantom going backwards, you can also displace yourself in front of the Phantom. And that has some situational uses. Since Phantom in 7.0 has some damage buffs, it actually has a little bit more hit stun as well. And you can combo off of it at 0%. Level 2 Phantom will combo into dash attack as long as you're close enough after hitting with the Phantom. So one way to do that is to displace yourself in front of Phantom and cross up. So you could do that. That's a two-hit combo. Around 50, level 1 Phantom will start to combo into down smash. Let's put him at 50. For a combo. Okay, that's do a combo. And around 90, level 1 Phantom will combo into dash attack. Another use for displacing yourself in front of Phantom is for ledge guarding. So in case you want to have Phantom in a spot somewhere around here, you can put yourself in a place to cover rolls, or give yourself a little bit more frames to get close enough to cover neutral get. The last Displaced Phantom concept I really want to cover is on doing a full hop forward Displaced Phantom. So this is a nice half screen approach. You can use it for overextending in footsies. For example, if your opponent is doing a lot of fade back aerials or staying in place, walling you out with a aerial with a lot of priority, like Inkling's Bear or Palatina's Bear. You can use this as a sort of call-out half-screen approach that will cover them staying in place, but also fading back. So it's a nice option for covering half screen, which Zelda is really lacking. Her options are teleport, oops, ooh, I killed myself, and pivot, cancel F tilt, and dash attack. So those are pretty limited. Zelda can have a lot of trouble against people walling her out with aerials. So having one more option under her belt is nice to have. To execute the full hop Displaced Phantom, you want to, again, start off with your foxtrot. So here we are in the foxtrot. You want to press diagonal, down, and forward, the direction that you're facing, and jump. So here's Zelda in jump squat. And as long as you can press B during your jump squat, Zelda will jump forward and carry the Phantom with her as she maintains the momentum from her foxtrot. The difference here is that where you want to detach, when you want to detach from Phantom, you're letting go of the jump button. Here you're just holding on to the jump button. So to carry the Phantom with you, you want to keep your finger on the jump button. If you want to detach Phantom, you want to let go of the jump button. So that's why I'm calling it the full hop Phantom, because if you hold on to your jump button, you full hop, and if you let go, you short hop. Short hop, oops, full hop. So even though this isn't technically displacing your Phantom, you can make use of the concept of using diagonal down forward to add an extra get up option off ledge. So holding directional down forward allows you to simultaneously let go of ledge while holding forward. So it allows you to get maximum drift right away as soon as you let go of the ledge, which makes your aggressive options a lot stronger if you're not doing that already. And it makes using Phantom off the ledge a lot easier. So this gives you a nice get up option to mix in with Nairu and get up attack. Trains people to give you a little bit more space so that you can get up a little bit more easily.